Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Citadelum. Last episode we actually freed our third city of Isi and we are starting to move on another enemy legion that is garrisoned here. This might be our fourth city of 6. This might be a short episode depending on how well we do here, but we're going to go in. We are actually going to do this battle ourselves. Now we have 3 legionnaires and we have 24 swordsmen or infantry and 14 archers, and it's pretty much outnumbering them really, but we are not going to rest on our laurels. We're going to try our very best here. We're going to put out some infantry to begin with. We're going to put a 58 strong infantry force in, as well as some archers at the back to bolster that, and then we're going to let our cavalry really go for the enemy archers at the back there. So we might as well just start this battle off and see how we get on. We're going to send these guys in and we're going to have our infantry absorb the initial hits here whilst our archers do some work on the infantry at the back there. Once the cavalry have made short work of the enemy archers, which shouldn't take us long, we're going to focus our attention over here, change our archers to firing on the infantry there. They are going down pretty quickly and just in time because our cavalry are coming back in to attack the enemy legions. There's still 2 of them up and they do take a bit of a beating. They will definitely do some damage to us. Hopefully not to the point where they wipe us out, because that would be incredibly embarrassing. We seem to be struggling at this moment in time though, and we've managed to get another one down, and hopefully the last one will fall, and there we go. It's a victory. We did lose a lot of infantry, more than I was expecting to lose, but we've managed to weather the storm, and hopefully that frees a 4th city. It does. Presidium is now freed. So we are going to recall our legion so we can start replenishing that, and then we're going to head back into our city. But we do have something here. We have a corrupt priest. I'm going to expel him because I want the favor from all of the gods. Then we are going to go and we're going to have Mars give us a nice blessing, which kicks us off pretty nicely. So looking over at the town, you can see things are looking pretty good. But we do need to get back to our military. We're currently training 43 archers and 55 infantry. I definitely want to train some more units. So what have we got? We don't actually have any. Where's our cavalry? Okay, so we have a mission here to deliver 35 plebeians. So I'll just send them. That's good. We get 600 stone brick in return for our troubles there. That will impact us though until we get that population back up. But for now, I'm not too bothered. We do have... Let's have a look then, because I'm sure I had cavalry, and I can't seem to find the building. I definitely don't have cavalry, by the looks of things. I've got an archer there, I've got infantry there. I do not have anywhere to train cavalry. So all of the cavalry I had must have been gifted to me from some other means. So that's fine. Once we get some more iron, which we are trading in, due to the necessity to import that. Let's bring in Minerva for a blessing as well, and that'll be useful. And then we can have a blessing from Ceres too. I do have now a at the not the Palace of Justice, somewhere around here. I have somebody who the Regia. Now the Regia automates festivities in all of the nearby temples, and I do have a lot of temples right next to the Regia, which means I don't even have to worry about organizing festivals because it just happens automatically, which means the gods pretty satisfied really. We just need to wait until the next day to pass to get some more iron. And while that's happening, I'm going to queue up some cavalry training. Let's just say 30 or 40. Let's get 40. 40 cavalry will do. We've got loads of stuff in stock. It's just at the moment, iron is a bit of a problem because there's none on this map. So we need to find a way to import more iron. And I think it was just Easter Powside that I was bringing it in from. And given that I have quite a lot of money coming in per day, I am just going to do that. We're going to donate bread to them. And that has all its needs covered now. So I'm going to go over to Cargill and see if they need anything from us. No. What about Isi? They want 35 units of iron. Now, I'm about to get quite a large amount of iron, which is good. And then over here, we can actually sell onions. They need herbs, so we'll donate herbs to them. And that gives us lower prices on a lot of things. But what we need now actually is explorers, because I have one explorer here who's doing a fair bit of work, but not to the point where I can declare myself an explorer. We're not doing too well on that front. So let's get some more explorers trained. Again, we need iron for that. So let's just speed things up until our day progresses, and then we should get some more stuff in. We've got no space for pottery at the moment, but I'm okay with that. We've pretty much done every other objective that we need. Cheese is now a demand, apparently, of our patricians. Do I have the ability to produce cheese yet? I certainly do. There's a cheese factory. Let's just do it. Let's get cheese made. I mean, if somebody came along and told me that cheese was going to be the next big thing, I'd definitely take it. So let's get max that out, actually, and see what we're looking at here. They need salt, and they need... Yeah, it's salt. And what else do you need? Milk. Okay. So we need to be very careful with our milk. If we have a look at our food here, we are consuming loads more milk than we are producing. But that might actually be due to the fact that all my granaries and warehouses are now getting full. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm accepting... Let's get another granary opened up. What about this one? Will this one take... let's have them take milk. Let's have them take cheese. Let's have this one. They're taking cheese as well. It might well be that we need to do something about that milk. We're still making quite a bit, but we are short, really, in the grand scheme of things. So let's get another cow farm built. We'll build one here and one here. Don't have enough resources for it. So again, let's just fill that in. And then again, more people working there. Hopefully that's going to produce a little bit more milk for us. But again, it could be at the expense of wheat. Luckily, we're doing okay there. We need one more cow farm though, definitely. Let's have a look. We don't have enough workers in there yet. So as people move in, that might fill out. Right, what have we got here? We can throw some people out of the city for a disgraceful burial, or we can pardon them. I'm going to throw them out of the city. The plebeians will come back eventually. We'll just have to deal with that slight population dip. But it's all in the name of progress. Let's have a quick look then. Can I now build? Uh-oh, that's probably going to collapse, isn't it? Probably out of range. No, there's a fire station there, so it's fine. Good. Right, explorers, please. We need some explorers to come in. So let's get that done. We'll have them go up to here. And then we can start training 5 new explorers to start conquering the map. Right, good. We have managed to explore that area, so we'll send our explorer back into this space. And I think our final enemies are going to be in these last few places here. You can see my trades have kind of suffered a little bit because I'm not producing enough goods for them. So we are having some issues with the trading due to the fact that a lot of the stuff that I've got, granaries and things, are now completely full. So unless I start getting rid of some goods... we found a relic. Let's give that to Pluto. And if I just have a quick look, yeah, everybody seems to be quite happy. So we'll take a blessing from Pluto, which is always useful. Any blessing from any god is useful. I mean, I can't remember what they all do, but we'll take them all anyway. Why not? A blessing's better than a curse. 25 patricians, but we'll increase the favor of the gods. Let's do that. We'll punish them. I'm barely reading them at the moment. We've got stuff to do, man. I'm running a Roman city. I'm trying to make the world a better place here. So just let me get on with it. But we do now have Mars's blessing, so I'm going to take that. That's always very, very good. The next step then is going to involve moving forward with our army. Of course, like I've already said, we need to get out on the region map. We have another city here that we can maybe have a look at liberating. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's just continue. This explorer is going to move into that region, and then we're going to drop an explorer here. I think I'm not quite where I should be. I think I need to go over this bridge here into that space there, and they'll start exploring. Excellent. Right, I don't think I can get to there yet, and I think I need to wait for this to kind of be explored to be able to do anything really. But I do have a new legion that I can deploy. I'm going to deploy it at the nearest convenience wherever I can. So there's a small army there that we're going to go and take on. Let's have a look at what they've got. It's 1 legion, and it's 44 cavalry and 10 archers. So we're going to deploy a legion here. We're going to take our 29 cavalry. We are also going to go with some infantry, some archers of our own. I'll just max that out. I don't have any legionnaires, so that will do. A big, strong legion going in. We will simulate this battle because I think it's going to be a pretty quick victory for us. And there we go, nice and easy, good. We did lose quite a few men there, but we'll recall our legion and then deploy another explorer to head into the new area. And then we can put one there and one here and a final one going into this area. What about up here? We're all explored up there. So I imagine we just need to push through because I can see some areas behind the fog that might be towns. But looking here, we've got quite a bit of space to cover. Look, I mean, the legions that we're up against have all been pretty small, so I'm not too concerned. We're just going to drop another explorer in here and then push into this region. There is another area there. We've got Bertha, that is now liberated, so I'm going to recall that legion. Get a few more soldiers there, why not? And then I'm going to recall that explorer. So it's one more area to unlock. I may have actually destroyed all of the armies, but I imagine there always is. You always think you've got there, and then suddenly, hello, like I said, just there. There's one. Let's put a legion in here, and another legion, of course. We're just going to fill this out with as many units as we can, and then I'll have a look. Yeah, that one should be due. But there we go, 175. I knew it. Told you it was coming. We're going to simulate these battles then because they'll be quick victories. Look at that. Very easy. And then we'll have this legion come back to here. I imagine that might be access to the final city that we need. So we'll simulate this one as well. Very quick victories yet again. And we've got an 84 strong enemy there. So let's just pull our legion over to here. Did we lose? I think we may have lost quite a few explorers there. In fact, I don't have any left on the map, so we'll deploy an explorer there and then head on over to here, push into this territory, and then we'll have another simulated battle over there. Good. Right, that's that one down. And that gives us access to another area, but again, I'm going to recall my army, and we have to now get ready for another charge there. I reckon the last town is beyond that hillside then. Couldn't possibly be there. That would be far too easy. Right, let's train up some more explorers then. I'll take another 6 we'll go with. And you can see now things are starting to look a little bit healthier here. So our cow farm is now max producing. We have 5 unemployed citizens. But looking at this, the granary situation is starting to become a big, big problem. So I am going to put a new granary here. We're going to put another granary here. And we'll just have these accept everything. And then what I'll do is I'll start emptying some granaries as well. Just to bring the food consumption down a little bit. If I have a quick look, like this granary here is nowhere near full. This one, on the other hand, we can discard some resources from. So I'm just going to discard quite a few items just to give us... I'll not discard any wine. I'll discard all of them. That gives us a little bit more space in that granary. That one's fine. This one is also fine. That one's just actually started. This one, again, we'll discard some resources from here. I think it's probably going to be onions that we need to get rid of. Melons are okay. Carrots are okay. So onions are gone from that one. And then here, if we actually discard quite a few medicinal herbs, because everything else is looking pretty good, that should solve those issues. Now, looking at our pottery workshop here, this warehouse is in a little bit of trouble. Lots of clay. Not that much brickwork, and salt is the same. Where's the workshop then? The warehouse that is taking in my pottery. It's definitely somewhere. There's a furniture workshop there, another one there, and another one there. Where's the warehouse that I'm using for this? I think that's it, actually, and it's just full of other stuff. So we better discard some resources here then. We'll get rid of some clay. And we'll get rid of some bricks, and we'll do the same with the salt. In fact, we'll get rid of more clay bricks than we should. And that should now. Okay, what do we got? Produce 80 olive oil. Now, I don't have the ability to produce olive oil yet. So that's something that we're going to need to have a look at. Let's have a quick look. Where's my olive orchards? There we go. Ooh, that's big. Right, so I'm going to put an olive orchard here. Put an olive orchard in... here, and then an olive mill right there. Then we'll have a nice road that goes to it, and let's put a granary specifically for this here. So we're going to disable all of that. In fact, we'll just enable it all. We should get people working in there soon enough. Boost that all the way up. Boost this all the way up. And then we should start getting some nice units of olive oil in. Right, what have we got here? 25 soldiers or a revolt. Let's banish the soldier. And then the drunk merchant, let's punish the trader to increase the favor of the people. And then over here, we are going to train up a load more infantry. So I want another, let's go with 100 infantry. This will take a while to train up, but we'll deal with that. I've got plenty of people ready for training, so I'm not too concerned. We do need to complete that olive oil quest very soon, though. If you look at what we need, we're a bit far off that. But we are producing it fairly quickly, and that should increase bit by bit as we produce it and more people start working in that olive oil area. We're at 15 right now, so I'm not too concerned. I think that's going to be done very, very quickly. When if I even have a look at my daily production of olive oil, I think we'll do that without any issues whatsoever. We do have a fire that we could do with putting out. And our city is under attack, which is great. Let's get some more people working in that fire station. Then I need some more cavalry. Let's go with 100 cavalry. Oh yeah, we're going to do this easily. We haven't even dipped over into our second day on that task, and we are flying. We've got 40 units of olive oil left to produce, and then our reputation with Bertha will increase quite substantially. Which is really, really good. The main problem with this level is the need to import iron because there's nowhere. We are going to punish all of this lot and we're going to allow the plebeians to leave because they will come back. People are generally very happy here, so it's not too much of an issue. This warehouse is going to need some emptying, so we are going to empty some stone brick out of there, and we're also going to empty some stone, and then that should free up some space in the warehouse. Yes, it does. Right, having a look at our region map then, what can we sell to Bertha? We can sell spices or wheat. Now, I'm going to sell, let's sell 60, no, we're not. We're just going to donate some stuff. There we go. Bertha's quite a big one that we can send stuff to. Now, we're getting rid of pottery and stone. We're bringing in iron from Easter Powside. What about over here at Cargill? Now, we don't have animal hide for some strange reason. We aren't making any of it, but we can donate this stuff, which is good. And then Presidum, we're losing a lot of wooden planks per day, and onions are only going up by 10 per day, so we can't make anything from there. We can actually get rid of all of that stuff. Let's go with 100. Papyrus we can't do. We can, however, buy iron, which I will do. Good. Right, we now have explorers that we can put back on the map, so I'm going to bring one here, and they are going to move into that space. The 175 strong enemy force here, we are going to need to do something about. Now, we can't go up that way, so I'll just recall him. What about down? Yes, we can go downwards, and then this one can go a little bit into this area here as we continue to explore. I definitely think, though, the final city to liberate is in this space here. We can't do anything with it until we get a bigger army so we can clear out that enemy legion, which is quite substantial in terms of the infantry. So as long as we have a large force of archers, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. We have actually just oh, we've completed it. Well, that was a surprise. And I could go on and clear the rest of the map, but I'm starting to find issues with the combat in the game. It feels a little bit too arcadey for me, which is why I've started simulating a lot of the battles. It just seems to go by really, really quickly, and the units seem to just plummet very, very fast for whatever reason. It's very much a rock, paper, scissors type thing, so swords beat cavalry, cavalry beat archers, archers beat swords, and the only kind of differential in that is the legionnaires, who are like boosting people and also seem to be able to hold their own against hundreds of enemies. So it can be, you know, it's a bit frustrating. I don't want to spend another episode or another 20 odd minutes of the video clearing out enemy forces and bashing my head against a brick wall, really. It's the one thing that does bring the game down, which is a shame because it's a wonderful game and I love the city management. I'm really enjoying the trading thing and being able to levy soldiers from other towns and work all of that out. But unfortunately, the combat does let it down. But we're going to move on to the fourth mission in the DLC campaign, the Last Conqueror of Britannia, next episode. So I hope you've enjoyed watching so far, and I will see you for the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.